36 million falls occur each year, and amongst those falls, 32,000 deaths. It's also shown the longer you stay on the floor after a fall and aren't able to get to valid resources like food, water, or a telephone to call for help, the more at risk for health complications. So in this video, I'm going to go over fall recovery techniques to get you back on your feet after a fall. Also, stick to the end of the video because I'm also going to go over what to do in case of an injury from a fall. So if you're ready, let's get started. First, we'll start with a basic fall recovery technique. You'll most likely be on your back when you fall. Let's first bend our knees, getting our feet flat on the floor, taking our dominant hand, reaching over to the opposite side. Once we have our hand flat on the floor, we can press through our hand, allowing our elbow to slide underneath us. Then we can extend both arms, pressing up onto our knees to get onto all fours. Then we can crawl over to a stable surface. Once we're at a stable surface, we can bring our dominant foot up, pressing down through our dominant leg in both our hands. We're going to press up to stand, turn around, and sit. Once we're sitting safely, do a body scan. Make sure you are not injured. If the basic fall recovery technique is not working for you, try this one. It's called the tipping point. Place your hands close to your sides, pressing up, extending your elbows, lifting your butt 1 to 2 inches off the floor so your back of your shoulders and head can tip so they're supported by the sofa. Once you feel supported, you can step your legs over towards the sofa until you can get them up onto your sofa. Once you're here, you can roll over onto your side, allowing your legs to come over the side and pressing up through your hands to get to a seated position. Still having difficulty? Here's one more technique you can try, the hip hike. It's hard to get up when your hands are opposite one another. Instead, bring your dominant hand over to the same side. Drop your head down towards the floor, allowing your hips to get up onto the sofa by pressing through your hands, elbow, and opposite foot. Then you can come to a comfortable seated position. If none of those techniques worked for you, don't worry, don't get alarmed, there's still hope. With the mind of a therapist, I'm already beginning to scan the room for resources that are going to give me a higher surface in order to get to the couch or sofa or press up from something or pull from something in order to stand up. You can think this way too. All you need is something thick in order to place under your butt to raise you higher from the low floor to make it easier to stand up from. These books are perfect. I begin taking one book, sliding it under my butt cheek, and then you just keep stacking. Everybody's ability is different, so some people are going to have to get higher than others. You just stack as high as you need to. Useful to have your book tower near a sofa or somewhere that you can press up from, so you don't have to stack the books as high, because you can press or pull from something sturdy. So if you can get over to a sofa or the windowsill, somewhere you can pull from, it will be much easier. You also don't have to use books. Anything around the room is useful. Even pillows work as a great stepping stone to get up to the sofa. With the pillows too, they're squishy, so you can press them down to get your butt up onto them. And then you're higher up from the floor, making it easier for you to tilt back onto the sofa. So what if you've fallen and you're injured? Say you've broken a hip and you can't get up, it's too painful. It's a lot of energy to try to scoot with just your arms. Instead, try this technique. It's called the glute scoot. So you're just gonna tilt, lifting your right, lifting your left. You can go backwards or even forwards. And it takes a lot less energy than trying to scoot with your arms. Then you can get to either the front door, knock really hard, yelling for help, or to a telephone where you can call someone to come help. It's my hope after watching this video, you feel more confident about fall recovery. If you want more resources on how to prevent falls, I teach a course live at the Trumbull Continuing Education Center, as well as provide an online version for those of you who are not in the Connecticut area. Go ahead down to the description box below for all details. Stay healthy, be well, and take care.